Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. You know, it's your girl Ancelena Versatility. Boy, the versatile one. Deaconess, I see that you are very much present. Happy to have you on here. You are the first one on here. I am delighted to see you. So, guys, as you can see, our topic for our Let's Talk this evening is using stepping stone, no, using mistakes rather, sorry, as a stepping stones. Hi, Sister Myrel, you are here as well. Awesome. Happy to see you both on board. Hurly, hurly, huh? Hurly birds. All right, so I am going to share the link in a few so you can join me here as we wait for some more persons to join. Hmm.
Say good morning.
Good
When you
morning.
come back.
Hi, Siobhan. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am just trying to share out the live as I wait on some more persons to join, guys. So just bear with me. Yes, Deaconess, my mic is muted. I'm just waiting on some more persons to join. Okay, 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 Siobhan, I get you. Thank you for passing through. Thank you. Hi, sister. Welcome. Happy to see you here. B Designs is in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So guys, you two can help me to share out the live so I can get some more persons on here so we can kickstart early. All right. So this is now 5 minutes into the hour. So I am just going to give some more persons about 5 more minutes to join, and then we will start at approximately 8:41. Yes. Oh, you're there at church, but you're still at you. All right. I remember you told me that you would have been late because you're at church. Yeah. The designs is Brown, my friend from NCU, my sister. All right, guys. So I am now going to go ahead and to pin the link on the screen, the link that you will use to join me on the platform up here as you share about past mistakes, past failures, you know, past setbacks that you have used as stepping stones. All right, so I'm going to share the link shortly. Can you see the link? All right, so I have pinned it. Are we able to see the link? So you can click on that link and then I will add you to the studio. Miss Risky, I know this is my sister. I wonder why you put Risky. I'm not gonna say your name. Your mic is muted. Eh? I'm not gonna say your name again. Risky.
Yes, the new name is Risky.
Okay. All right, Sister Meryl.
Hi.
Hey, Sister Meryl. Let me see if I can get this block view here. God bless. I see that you are trying to join, but I am not sure. It is saying that device not connected. So, would you like to just leave and then try again? All right, because it is now 8:42 and I said we would have started at 8:41. So, I am going to start. So, I now have two persons along with myself on the panel. Let me see. Device not connected. I'm not sure why. I am not sure why your device is not connecting. Is it Deacon Esterna? God bless. Is Deacon Esterna? I guess you would have to leave and try again. I'm not sure why your device is not connecting. But once more, guys, I just want to welcome you to another evening of Let's Talk. And our topic this evening is using mistakes as a stepping stones, or past failures, or past defeats, whatever it may be. We are going to talk about using them as stepping stones. So I have some persons on the panel with me. I hope Miss Risky is going to share with us this evening, right? Are you going to share with us? Watch our mouth. Jesus. No, sir. All right. So yes, I am. I was hoping for some more persons to join this evening. I had asked some more persons to join just to share any past mistake, failures, anything, whatever it is. so we can encourage someone um, this evening. So, starting off this evening, I want to share this little statement with you before we kickstart, and it says, mistakes are not mistakes, they are just stepping stones to success. Mistakes happen all the time in life, and it's important to not to let one mistake discourage us. One, two, three, four, five. No matter how much or how many, we're not to allow them to discourage us from trying again. Failure is only as temporary as you let it be. So your failure is dependent on you, how long you want to sit there or lay down there and think and pine over that failure instead of doing something about it, instead of moving forward. All right, so we're gonna talk about it. Your loss, what you mean your loss? What have you lost? All right, so first on the panel this evening is Sister Myrel, and I love to listen to her speak because guess what? She is full of knowledge. Yes, man, a lot of wisdom. So she is going to take over from me this evening and she is going to speak to us about using mistake as stepping stones. Over
Good
to you,
evening.
Sister
Good
Myrel.
evening. Why you make me be the first one?
Because I just me and you define here when there's nobody else. Deacon is trying to join, but our device is not connecting. I'm not sure what is going on.
Mine, I same thing like last week with me.
She's actually here, I am seeing her here, but it is saying last week I wasn't seeing you on here any at all when you came up. But it is saying device not connected. So I am not sure why, but she's actually here, but I cannot add her. Deaconess, try and see if you can change your name. Change your name to something more, I don't know, change it to something different and see if it makes any difference. I'm not sure if that could be the problem. Yes, Sister Meryl, over to you.
All right. Good evening to everyone that is on. Mistakes or failures. Any one of the words is the same thing.
Yes.
I've made so many in my life.
Oh
So
Lord.
I've made so many mistakes in the sense that when my mom was between Clarendon, St. Thomas, Clarendon, St. Thomas, Clarendon, St. Thomas. I don't think she could have made up her mind where she really wanted to stay after a while. So moving from school to school, I tell myself that I will not go back to school. Tired.
Oh,
That was my first mistake. And then when I was at school first, oh, trying to take the not CXC, what do common entrance. Do all of the tests and every God Almighty thing. When I was supposed to do the actual exam, I was in the hospital. Um, I had appendicitis removed the same day. But maybe because I am the person that I am, or I was the person at that time, it's not like no way. Being a Christian makes a difference in your life.
yes, yes,
Young,
definitely.
young, don't have a person that will say, if you say you're not going, somebody will be there. Like if Lisa tell me now, say she not go to school. We say you don't want to go to this school or you don't want to go to school, period.
Yes,
So we would have a conversation. There wasn't a conversation. I just said me now, and that conversation finished
and
right
it was
there.
okay.
And it was finished. So education for me is that in those times me never see it serious because just a something pass you. But looking back at life and seeing the person that I am now and who I am, I would push. I would push any young person from your little bit and can say, hey, push for education. And one thing I always say to Lisa, when you go to school, do not let any teacher talk down at you. If they do,
Yes.
don't reply, but reply. Don't reply that time when the teacher is talking down at you. But when the teacher finish and everything go back nice, go to her and say, teacher, my mom says you must not talk down at me. Talk it down at a person is telling the person you're not come out to nothing
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. And I hate when a person tell another person that. Don't you ever say that to a child. The child don't
Can be
understand.
self-esteem.
The child will act upon teacher did seminar because everybody believe teacher. I
Right.
say, do not let any teacher talk down at you. And we as parents, as mothers, our guardians, do not talk down at your child. Yes, the child is rude, but never you tell the child that he not come out to nothing. Never. Not how bad the child is.
Welcome, Jason.
Do not tell a child that he or she is not coming out to anything. So
Mm,
that is my mistake, not going back to school. And right now, I would advise any child, school is the thing. School take you, education take you out a lot of stuff because I am not the worst of anybody, but
yes.
if I had gone to school, I would have a little more education. I
Yes.
don't know. Maybe I would be in a better position. I don't know where I would be because I love nursing and I love police. I
Yes.
went actually for the police test and they say I was too short. In those time, they was dealing with
Mm-hmm.
height and all like no, because the policeman with me taller than them.
Yes.
But the mistake that you made yesterday, if you can correct, you cannot correct it because you already make it. But future, going for the future, yes, I'm not saying that you're not gonna make another one, but try not to make the same one.
Yes. Try not to
Don't
make the
make
same
no,
mistake.
don't let it be a repetition. You buck your two and you keep bucking your two and you keep no. We are not perfect, so we will make mistake, but
Yes.
try to make a mistake and you move, you step away from it. You don't lie in it and say, "Cha, when you go to the interview, yes, I may not get you, so I may not bother." No, you are telling the enemy out of your mouth. So every time you're supposed to go for an interview, you tell yourself, say, you never get through. So you're not. No, no, no. Move from that to another part and try. Never stop trying. The only reason why me not go for some exam, me can't have a paper sitting in my house and I do nothing with it. Because you read
Yes.
60 hard, you sit down. And me already past 60 hard. But you read 50, 40, and you can go for some more subject or go for something else where we help
Yes.
you.
Continue to
Go.
pursue.
Go
Yes.
for it. Go for it. Me not go take none because the paper was just in my house and me achieve it. And me want something where me can work on. So your mistake
But
is
Sister Meryl, just to interject a little bit, Jason, please join me on the platform. You mentioned earlier that you wanted to go into field policing or to be a nurse, right?
nursing. Yeah.
Nursing, but because you had stopped going to school and so forth, you weren't able to pursue those dreams fully. However,
No,
I
the police said I was too short.
you were, okay, you were too sharp. But however, I can recall that you used to work in the pharmacy, right?
I used to work in the pharmacy and I used to work with Dr. Gallo.
You used
I,
to work. All right. So even though you didn't get to fully pursue nursing,
Right.
you
I
still
was
went
still,
ahead. Yes.
you see, you remember more than me.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, there are things that we love, and we may not get a chance to go there. But if there's an opening door where you can go even near to it, you can
Mm,
pursue it because it's something that you love. And
yes.
even working in a pharmacy, I gained so much. And did you know that is because I was working in a pharmacy while Lisa shift from home ec when she was at school?
Oh.
She shift from home ec and start do all of the sciences. And I say, Lisa, what's that? What? She,
Mm-hmm.
she said the pharmacy where down where you work, mommy, she too nice. One normal day, just
Oh
one
my
day, Lisa
God.
and the pharmacy interact, and Lisa, all everything change.
Yes.
So you see, you can make a difference even by just talking to a person, encouraging a person. And you can say to the person, say, when
Yes.
I was young or when I was a child, I did that. I don't know if you're gonna fall, but please don't fall in at that trap. Don't make those decisions because those decisions is not gonna take you anywhere.
And you know,
Choose
Sister
someone.
Mariel, that's a very good point that you just made a while ago. Find someone, because when you feel, sometimes you have to, not sometimes, all the time, you have to surround yourself with people who are willing to
Yes, man.
listen to you, persons who are positive, person
Yeah,
who will share, person who will also encourage you and push you. Those are the persons that you need to surround yourself
surround yourself with.
Nobody will go push you down in a hole and make you stress even the more about what had happened. Yes, man, surround yourself with people that can encourage you and push you forward in life. Continue.
I don't know. I don't want to say it, but sometimes us as parents have a lot to do with the outcome of our children.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When it come on exam, Lisa is good in everything away from exam.
Yes.
She anytime exam coming, she start shake,
Mm-hmm.
literally shake.
Have a phobia.
Yes, you don't rush the child at those stage.
Yes.
You have to gently talk to the child and like mother said, Lisa, you know, say if you not take the exam, you know a subject. You could have know it and teacher could have give you A plus still you can't get no more. If you not have it on paper, you have to just take time and talk to the person, encourage the person. Sometimes you all walk with somebody go to a road or to a gate just to encourage, make the person leave home with a positive.
Yes.
Don't tell the person, say, if you don't pass your exam, what will I do with you? No, no, you
Defeat the
can't.
whole purpose already.
You can't do that.
Driving fear.
When she fail maths and another subject, and she said she'll do over two of them, daddy say, no, do maths alone.
Yes.
Don't do both. Do maths alone. Put all of your attention. Because all of her writing in school from she can write mark I hate maths. And she have never overcome I hate maths until she reached Miss Lulu class. And you know Miss Lulu at GSAT time.
Yes.
So you as a parent looking from your past mistake, oh, so your parent used to treat you. Don't treat your child that way.
Right.
You have to encourage them. They say encouragement sweeten labor. If
Yes.
even when you don't encourage, you come and say, Lord, God, the pitney hard to learn. No, no making area say that. Say
Yes.
something positive. Talk something nice. If I ever say, boy, if you pass the exam, you know, me, I'll buy you one so and so.
Yes.
Make the person push out the effort, then you will see say the person I try. You can't, you may get what happen now, but then time they stay so bad. But no, you have to treat a person not like how you was treated.
Yes.
So that's where I say,
You use that the example also
mm,
with your mother, how you were brought up,
mhm,
and
mm.
also the encouragement that you receive from your parents and so forth. You use it as your stepping stone now,
I
not to make
something not to do like
same
the
mistake
thing.
with
Mm.
your daughter, and that is very good. Thank you for sharing. We are now going to hear from Mr. Boyd. I am not sure what is happening. I am not sure what is happening with Deaconess Turner, but there is something with her device. It is saying that you need to connect your mic and your cam before you can be added to the stream. So I'm not sure. So we are waiting to hear from you, Mr. Boyd. But in the meantime, as we wait on him, I am going to give you 3 tips that you can also use to turn your failures into stepping stones. One, and the first one is acknowledge that it happened. Acknowledge
Mm.
your failure. Some of it we don't really want to acknowledge it. It is not easy to acknowledge that you have failed, but it is important so you can reevaluate. You can take the time to assess what happened, what caused the failure, what can I do, how can I move forward from this instead of self judgment. Also, look forward to the future, man. Once there is life, there is hope. You say, girl?
Same,
Yes.
same
Once
thing.
there is life, there is hope. So look towards the future and say, all right, so plan A failed, right? So I'm going to move on now to plan B. So we must always have a backup plan. Having a backup plan is always important. And the last thing that I am going to share with you, to be accountable. Just be accountable, and in that, you create an action plan as to how you're going to overcome this failure, how you're going to use this failure or this mistake as a stepping stone going forward. All right, Mr. Boyd, are you with us? We are waiting on you. Yes, guys. So we are just here this evening just to encourage each other. All of us have failed so at some point in our lives. It's like a baby. It's like a baby trying to walk. You know, many times that baby fail at childbirth or maybe
Trying to from one
trying
place
to
to
walk. That
another.
baby fell down. But guess what? What was that, Sister Mariel?
Trying to walk from point A to point B.
Exactly. But guess what? Never stop trying. No matter how much I fell down, hit their head, a bruise, they never stopped trying. They were determined that they are going to walk, and eventually they did walk. So that is it with us too. We're gonna use our feeler. We continue trying. It doesn't matter how many times you have failed, you're going to continue to try and pursue your dream, pursue your goals, whatever it is that you desire. You just have to be persistent, be consistent, and also be diligent at it.
And you have to have a very positive mindset,
Yes, yes, yes,
because
that is also true.
stepping out, going to school, you say you want, well, I'm going to go to school, but lad, after me no have no money.
All right.
And that is where it stops.
Yeah,
If you don't have a positive mind, move.
yeah,
All
man.
when somebody say, one man, make the application because we will help you. Then when you
That
make
is
me
the
help,
truth.
when you help me one time when me I go get, yeah,
How will
ah,
you know where the money is coming from if you don't apply and get acceptance, and then now you start thinking about, all right, you know? But
Jesus.
if you don't if you don't apply, you don't have a chance.
I said, me
Don't
tell you,
apply,
me no
don't
want nobody run. Me no want nobody run me when negative.
negative
No.
people. Yes,
Mm-mm.
man. have to step out by faith. In everything is faith, faith,
You
faith,
have
faith,
to
faith,
step out
faith.
by faith. You have to step out.
Faith, faith in everything. All right. Yes, Mr. Boyd, you are with us.
Good night, everyone. Good night, good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Wow, I'm even unsure which one of the mistakes I need to talk about. Um, it is natural. The first thing I'm going to say, it is natural
Yes, so it's
for
inevitable, right?
mistakes. It is natural. It's a part of human development.
It's been
As a sister Myrel said a while ago, um, she she said that a baby has to make, you know, um, has to make small steps, and in making the small steps, the baby learns to walk, and so it is with us, right? We have to make some mistakes, how to learn to do it the other time, or if you're ever put in that position again. All right. Um. Wow. Um. I can. All right. So I'll share one that was very close to me. Um, and this was in managing a business. I was the manager for a business located in Maypen that does graphic designing, and everything that comes with printing and computer electronics, you know, anything that is within that scheme. And it there was a point where an issue came up at my workplace, and it is the way how I handled it um, added to me losing the job. And what what the mistake was really is that um, an employee that was there was not was not upfront, or what did I say? Was not being was doing the wrong thing, right? But when I found out about, I tried to I tried to assess it. I tried to fix it for myself without um our manager know what was happening at the time, right? And in my trying to fix the person behind my back, and place the blame on me, I, it was so weird that he, my manager at the time, took on what the person said and went with it.
wow.
I've seen I lost the job, but using and running my own little business, and you have to just let everything be clear, let everything be out there. Whatever you have, issues you have at your workplace, where especially if you are a supervisor, if you're a manager, if you are a team leader, there are certain things that even if you are trying to fix them, if there's somebody, let them be aware, so that that transparency is there. Because what happened, what happened because that person told that lie, and my boss believed that person because he thought he knew, or he would have expected me
All right,
to have
Deacon,
said
finally on.
to have to have
Continue.
said something to him before that person say anything. So it looked like I was in the wrong then, and that is just me breaking it down to myself after a few years of resentment, you know, because it is somebody that I've worked for and I've given a lot into building that company, right? And I just didn't like how we broke apart. And I've
But we handle the
seen,
situation.
yeah, but it was when I was and starting a new company, I was given the same opportunity, right? I went into that company as a senior graphic artist, and then when I was working there, I was transferred to another branch in Philadelphia, where I became the manager of that store. And in managing, trust me, I set down some some routines at that store
Yes.
that the manager, the owner of the company can from
So
anywhere.
Mariel, mute your mic until you're
The,
ready to
the,
speak again.
the manager, not the manager, the owner from anywhere. Once he or she steps into that store, there is a clear understanding of what he's done during that week, that month, that year, right? I made sure there was some sort of transparency in that shop, right? And I spread it across to the Mapen store, right? And because of that bad experience, I set it based on the bad experience I had. I there were some things in mind that I didn't want to see again, and because of that, it helped me to put things in place, develop, as they would say, develop policies within the organization to make some things free flowing, and you don't have the boss. I wonder if if monies are going missing, if things are leaving the store without his or her knowledge, you know. So every mistake that is made, there is something to learn from it. And
Yes, definitely.
I see where it has even made me stronger because I didn't know that I could develop policy for a company. I, I my wife does business, and she knows that the HR does those things, develop policies and stuff like that, how the company and can be run, in league with what the manager or the boss, quote unquote, has to do. You understand? So I learned, I learned, I learned that transparency when you are managing, when you are leading, is important. It is very important. It can be the link without you having a job and losing a job. And also how people perceive you.
Mm-hmm.
Also how people look at your character. You understand? Because it can without transparency, it can tarnish your reputation. It might not mar your character because your character is who you know you are. But
Mm-hmm.
your reputation, who people
Yeah,
know you to be, it can rip that apart,
the
right?
perception that they will have of you.
Yeah. And that's me learning from a mistake and
And
putting it to
using it
good
as
use.
a stepping stone.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yes.
and it is important, too. When we make a mistake, and we feel at something, it's important that we don't make the same mistake
Mistake.
again. Because the
Yes.
thing is, if you make one mistake and you make the same mistake again and you continue, it's that you have not learned from your mistake. And then it's important for you to learn from a mistake or a past failure in order to use it as a stepping stone. Because if you haven't learned from it, you cannot use it as a stepping stone. How are you going to use it as a stepping stone if you keep making the same mistake over and over again? Because you're going to be at the
And
same place. The consistent, you're going to be at the same place.
Sister Boyd, um,
Yes,
per-
you go
pertaining
ahead,
to
Sister
Brother
Myra.
Jason, in Brother
Yes,
Jason's case, remember he's also a Christian, and
right.
then it will go out. And then you stop becomes Brother Boyd or Brother Jason, and you become, see, boy, when I work over there, so, in thief, no one can work that
Yes,
again. Have a time
Yes.
yes.
thief. Right.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes, yes.
because
Well,
a
So I
lot
think
of us
understanding
well,
as
is
you, us
important.
as human, you see, us as human, we
Yes,
don't stop and really get the real thing. We
yes.
run with every little
mm,
thing that we
Mm-hmm.
hear.
Yeah,
Whether Christian or unsaved, we do it.
well, yes.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So
That's true.
as you stop working at a place and you hear somebody say, someone go over there so lock up. You say, boy, when over there so keep up people their money.
Sister Mary,
It's funny, but
I
it's
am
the
glad.
truth.
You
It's the
see,
truth to life.
I went to Brother
and
Jason workplace. I went to Brother Jason workplace one day. I don't know if him remember. And I was asking him about some pictures on my phone. You remember? And that little teeny phone have a whole heap of picture and Brother Jason was looking after so he couldn't find something that was very important. And he said, I only one in did and my look feet and my look feet and he might help me out with the picture them on the phone. But in face, in facial expression, he might try his best in about me all I me know. And
yeah,
when he come back at church, must about 2 or 3 days, I said, did you find it? He said, no. And I one next long time, I said to him, did you find it? And he said, yes. And if you ever see it in there.
Yes.
yeah. Well,
Brother Jesus, so
Sister
like,
My Sister Myrtle, that was a package of money. And where we stored the money fell at the back of the cabinet.
Lord God.
I had to pull out all of the drawers to get to it. But what I'm thankful though, and I really love God for this. I really really love God. I didn't have to prove to my boss that I did not take what was there,
Mhm.
because just a few months after it was revealed to him. You
Mhm.
understand? And me I say, people call me, call me on my phone. I said, JC, you don't know what happened up at store. The girl, I girl did a robbing money. I girl did a robbing money. A police gonna take him out of a place. I say, really? And seriously, the first thing that came to my mind was I felt so sorry for the man, for my boss or my former boss. And I felt that I let him down.
Yes.
That's how I felt. Remember, he had fired me, I mean, I work, my own work now. But when I heard it, that, because I know I was responsible for the store. And when that happened, I felt I felt hurt by it, because I was saying, if I was there, maybe I would have found out. And, and through investigations, whatever, that would have not happened. He missed. He missed $50,000. That's what they said that was moved from the shop. And when they found out, the young lady had written so many fraudulent checks to a particular bank in Maple. I won't call the name. And the bank got police and and the police came and took her. My boss didn't even know the checks were being written, right? And it was when he was called that his worker was arrested. Then he found out that the checks were being written and deposited, and the monies that should have gone into the bank was going into the young lady's purse. Yeah. So God had to do his part to reveal what it was that was happening, because even if that ear of of deniability was gone, when that came, he had to admit, that boy, as he said to me, boy, Jason, you're one of the good ones. And I hold that close to my heart even to today. I was one of the good ones. I really, really put into that workplace to make it what it was, and God, and
And look what
it
you
was
about it.
the good thing, the
Gain
good
the
thing,
experience.
yes, the good thing, Mrs. Boyd, is it helped me to understand some of the things about a working environment. Because when you're a leader, when you're a leader, Mrs. Boyd, that I know, and I know that you are a leader at your institution, you have to, you must remain, you must have this, that I won't say don't be friends, but they have to understand that, listen, the weight that is on your shoulder, there is weight on your shoulder, and there are persons who you must answer to. So they have to realize that, listen, yeah, we can't do friend up with everything where I do and where I say, because I have to lead. I have to show you the correct way of, if you get this position that I am in next year, you will you will operate in that same, maybe not in the exact way, because everybody leadership's skill is different. But there are some things that will stay the same. Your reports have to go in. You must have constant communication with those you are leading. You must have constant communication with those who you have to answer to. Stuff like that. So I've learned that, and that's just through that mistake. You know?
All
Mhm.
right. Thank you very much, Mr. Boyd, for sharing. Deaconess Turner, are you ready to share with us? We know you're ready long time.
Yes,
I'm
I am
waiting.
on. Jesus. It took me so long. Good thing you have children, you know?
Not true. They help
I
you
tell her
out.
them know about the phone more than you.
Oh, God.
You know, so now make
Yeah,
me
give
drop
me
off on
more
my bed.
influence.
All right, so good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening.
Good
Uh,
evening.
my mistake is one similar to Sister Meryl's mistake. And before I speak about what I'm gonna say, I heard you say that mistakes, when you keep on making the mistakes over and over, when you do the same things over and over, it's not a mistake, you know.
It's a
They
habit.
are not mistakes.
They
Yes,
become a
it
hit.
becomes an habit. Yes,
Okay.
and one that you need to get rid of.
True. I would concur with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So well, my mistake was not going to college, and I think I think it was the my mistake wasn't of my self in the terms where if I had had the opportunity where I could have a financial wise, I would be stable, then I would go to college. But I mean, after being in on my own from I was 17 years old, I had to work, I
Yes.
had to do this, and I really wanted to be a teacher. My desire was to be a mathematician. I
Wow.
Wow.
wanted to be a mathematician, and I
You still want to?
still want to, but this is
Michael,
what
Michael is offering a scholarship, 4 years scholarship. You'll be
mhm,
bonded to the country. They want maths teachers. So you can call
right?
Michael and find out about it.
America Teachers College.
Yes.
Okay. All
I
right.
know that there's a
After we will talk.
yeah, but
Okay. So I really wanted to be a mathematician and I did not go to college because one, because of financial reasons.
Yes.
Two, because I thought if I had the background where I was financially or my parents were financially stable, then I would accomplish what I wanted. And I made the mistake in not pushing harder, you know, going. I want to go, but I mean, because of financial, so many persons go to college know that you're earning, they never have any money. And then you don't have anyone to stand up behind you when you want some financial assistance. You
Yes.
understand? You don't want to start this year. You're thinking about starting this year and then probably the second trimester, whatever them call it, or the
Yes,
second year.
that's
You can yes, you cannot semester, trimester when you're pregnant. Not true. Lord God,
it.
Father help me. So um so not going to college was my not pushing more harder to go to college was my biggest mistake. My biggest. And I say it was my biggest mistake because now I'm seeing things different because sometimes God have plans for your life and you
Yes.
don't know. But then you look at it as your biggest mistake, and then your biggest mistake can become your biggest accomplishment. No, you learn from your mistake. Now I have three children. And let me tell you something. My children don't miss school. I am putting on in right now as I speak, I put in
Yes.
all farmer resources that as long as they touch tertiary institution, may have help from bank, may have help from there, may have help from that, may have help from insurance.
Yes.
So I am putting in place. So if they don't go, it must be that they don't want to go.
Yes.
Right? So that's how I use my mistake to have well, sometimes we use our mistake and we live on them because it haunted me for a very long time. Even when persons graduated, it made me feel some way, to know that
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
it could have been me. You understand? But thanks be to God, I am here, I am making life, I am much better than then, and I have let go of the mistake and I'm using that mistake to make sure and ensure my children get the financial assistance that they need now for them to further off, because it's not a nice thing to know when you want to accomplish something and you can't because of financial reasons. You understand? And sometimes, we need some parents too behind. You have some persons have potential, but because they don't have somebody to push them,
They
somebody
don't
to say,
right.
go ahead.
Not have any
Yes,
support. Nobody to motivate.
yes. Mm-hmm. You understand you need a little motivation to say, all right, you
Yes.
can't do it that way, and we can't we here where we're gonna sell one finger banana, we're gonna put finger planting and we'll put it together. And you understand, let us go at the school and see how they can instead of collecting all the tuition fee one time, let us see if they can collect a little. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So that was my mistake not going to school. Now I would be. Here's teaching my lovely students. My God, but, but,
Because it sound like sometimes sit down and reminisce.
yes,
Yeah,
Sister Boyd,
you said it
Sister
sound
Boyd,
it sound like sometimes you sit
because
down and
and I
reminisce.
don't tell you half of the story because probably I don't know one who is on and I know everybody want to know because there are
Yes,
some things that
yes.
during the process of that I tried because I
Difficult
wanted to go to college and it did not work out. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I sit down and I said, my God, I remembered when I don't remember what is the teachers college that we are the brown. What's the name of that, brother
Saint
Bide?
Saint Joseph's Teachers College.
Joseph, yes. See, you know, I school them do, man. Sure. Yes, St. Joseph, yes, it were brown. And I remember when they were offering, and because I did not go to college then you know, say I'm there idling and everything, then a child comes in place.
Yes,
Then when the child comes in place now, there was this school that was offering free tuition. You didn't have to pay anything for the years you are there to become a mathematician because they didn't have enough maths teachers and so forth and they wanted. And let me tell you, I had to step back because I had a child then.
yes,
I wouldn't know what to do with the child. You understand? So
Yes.
because I did not go to college the time that I really wanted to go, then other things comes in place that prevented me the chance that I got to go.
Sorry, your name want to share it in time then.
My God, man,
absolutely.
my God, my God, my
Maybe
God. And these are the things that I sit and I think about. I'm saying some persons in your life, you don't meet them until further down. But as I said, sometimes the path that you must travel, you sometimes you don't have control over it. You just have to go
Yes,
along and yes, live and learn as you go along. Right now I could and you know, each time I see a college I try to apply and every time I apply it's just not me. It's not the teacher I apply for, it's just not me. I just want to become a teacher, something in the teacher, and I love maths. I mean
Yeah.
love maths. I love the figure.
Yeah, man.
yes.
You understand? And when I and tell you and when I was going to high school, I didn't
Deaconess,
graduated from high school either.
Deaconess, you are here. Welcome. Please join us on the platform so you can share Ezrian. Use the
Mhm.
link that is tagged right there. Just click on it and you can join us. Welcome. Continue, Deaconess.
Oh. So when I was going, I did not graduate from high school. I did not graduate from high school. And there was this mathematician teacher where everywhere I go and via compound, maths teacher always love me. As me say, me love maths, so me cling to the maths teacher them, right?
Yes.
And I did not graduate, and she got the timetable and give it to me. I was way out of school, didn't study anything, and she got it and she gave it to me. And she said, if I even could try, and tell her something, I did not pass math. I did not pass math, and I did not pass English. And I was so determined that I went to extra lessons for the math, right? Working, going extra lessons, and I just decided that I wanted to become a mathematician. And when I got two in math and I was going to take it over, my math teacher said to me, no, you don't have to. If you're going to become a mathematician, here what to do,
You
just do.
want to take it over? Eh? Or
Yes,
you want
because
to go
that's,
in the kitchen?
but
I
that's
should
all.
be.
Yeah.
I should have been.
Look, no,
Yes,
and Sir
yes,
Edward said to me that, look here, is not fail, you fail. Because all
No.
the questions that you answered was correct. But the time, you see, when you love something, you spend your time and him say, look here, they're not going to mark the entire whatever not one for the answer. One marks for the answer is the workout. So that's what I always, depend on me. I always I ensure I work out. But the time catch up on me. I could not do the last compulsory question at the back.
So look
But I
here.
got to.
You didn't finish all of the paper and you get two.
No.
Huh?
Yes.
And you want to go
That's
into
why
one?
I wanted to challenge it back because I knew I could get the one,
Okay, okay,
you
okay,
know.
okay.
But as I said, some things are to be left in the past. We learn from them and leave them there. Do not take them to the extent where you're going to use it to say, "Oh my God, I made a mistake," and you want
Yeah.
it to use. You know, you
Yes,
have
yes,
to learn from it. See where you can pick up from the broken pieces. You know, move on because if you stay in the past, you will only be the past. You
yes,
understand? So
So
when certain mistake we make in life, we just have to just, you know, as you
learn
said,
from
meditate on it
them.
every now and then, but we know what is what.
Yes, yes.
Mm,
so
that's my
sister, if I may
go
ask
ahead.
you,
Go ahead, Jason.
Pardon
You're
me?
breaking up.
no, I was saying, moderator, can I ask a question?
Yes, man, sure, go ahead.
Oh, okay, all right. So, how have you used that experience to maybe encourage another young person who might have a baby, or maybe they are young but they are working, they haven't started college or anything, and with all the financial help that is available now,
Hmm.
um, and there's a lot, trust me. Um, you you
Yes,
you have
no, no.
you ever encouraged anybody? Like
A
no,
lot,
no,
a lot. Deacon Boyd,
yes,
let me say, I was going to school, even I was going to even classes. I went to foods class, I went to sewing class, and I
yes,
was doing exceptionally well. And my speech when they asked me why I do what I do, because everything I try to put my hands at, I try to give it my best. I said to them, anything that you want in life you can accomplish it. And most of the persons that were in my class were way older than me, and I
Yes,
told them age is just a number, not because. And some of them that I outshine, because even in sewing class I got outstanding, and they were dressmakers there with me.
okay.
You understand? So as I go along, is everyone that are, especially persons who say, me want go to school. Me say, go on, go on. That's the first word that come out, go on, because me know I was at that place where I say I wanted to go to school. You understand? And I know certain challenges. I have persons where they're going to school, and every now and then they will come and say, boy, me not take me a go to school. I try to squeeze them a little, brother boy, because at the end of the day, me know what it was like.
yes,
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 You understand? Me know what it was like. Me try for anybody going to school, me try for encourage them. Anybody, because I know you can accomplish. And one of my schoolmates that we wanted to go to college together, she's a teacher. And I don't know, when I lost my phone, I lost her number. And we used to communicate very, very much. And she always said to me that, look here, don't give up. And she was one of my motivator, but I don't know. I lost her number, and I don't know if, I guess she lost her number too, because she don't call. But anyway, as I said, going along life and I see persons try, even if it is not teacher, once they are trying,
anything.
and I know, yes, I encourage no matter how impossible the situation looks. Because sometimes it look impossible, especially when you have children, to leave the children, you know. I saw the other day, I
You're breaking
have a
up,
neighbor.
Deaconess. Can you hear me?
Yes, I have a neighbor, and, and she said she wanted to go to school. And I know that she have children, and the children are going to high school. I said, look here, don't be like me saying that my children are going to school and I'm going to leave it for them. Because you see, if each year we say that they are going to come and then almost turn around and mind you,
Same
you
so.
understand? They almost turn around and mind you. So go ahead and accomplish as much as you can accomplish. It's better you have it and don't use it than want it to be used and don't have it.
Especially when you're young.
My God, man, especially when you're young.
Everybody jump off.
I guess they are reconnecting.
Yes, my internet went down. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we
I
can.
am. And you see, so just a pointer, a little pointer. Sometimes you see some institutions and all of these places are the type of
You're
person
hearing
who
me?
yes, I am
Yes,
hearing
we are
you.
hearing. You're not hearing us. You're not hearing us.
No look so.
No, look, so she not here.
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you because I know that my internet went down. So I'm wondering if
Okay.
you can hear me now.
Okay,
Yes,
loud
I
and
am
clear.
hearing. So I was saying, hearing me? You
Continue,
hear
Yeah.
me?
continue.
Um, Sometimes the institutions around, sometimes they are at fault. Right now, at present, I am trying to register into a college, a university. And let me tell you something, everything is up and running. And I am asking for a transcript. And I can't get a transcript because of the school. And I cannot go to the school without the transcript. So you see, sometimes some little something they run you and all of that, them something they discourage you or let your opportunity pass you, right? So sometimes you want and some you want to really do some things, but some little itches and glitches and so forth. But I am not discouraged. I know who I trust in and I know God will work it out for me. And if it wasn't for me to go there, then I can't go. If God wants me to, I will go.
Amen, my sister.
Amen. Thank
Oh, I know
thank you
about that.
so much for thank you so much for sharing,
I know about that.
Deaconess. And also,
Transcript, not
like
true, brother Boyd.
also like Sister Myril, you said you used your past mistake or your mishap, like internet. I don't know what is going on. Are you hearing me? I
I
just went
Yes,
out
am.
a
I
while
am.
ago again. Okay, okay. So you said because of that, you wanted to go to university, you wanted to go to college and become a mathematician. You were not given the opportunity to do so because of financial constraint. But now you are being knowledge of that. You are now paving the way to ensure that your children are able to get into university. They won't face the same financial constraint that you have
Mm-hmm.
faced.
Yes.
So that is something what is going on with this internet this evening.
Internet.
All right, so Deaconess Anderson, are you ready to share? Ezrian, are you with us?
You sure say she not sleep? No, she said she sleep early.
Huh? He say,
You sure say she not sleeping?
oh, okay, she just gone, Sister Turner gone. I'm not sure what is happening. The internet is giving some trouble. Ezrian, I am not sure what just happened. We have the same flow connection, so if you drop here, so more than likely we'll be giving problem over
Good
our
night,
side too.
everyone. Me drop off a line.
You wake up.
Me drop off a line.
Where you say,
Internet.
wake up, so my ears say we're sleeping.
Me not over there. Me not over there home. Me not over reach home.
Oh, oh Lord.
Uh-uh.
So it look like the same internet problem you're having too.
I know. I'm just not used to this system to manipulate it well.
You'll get
Uh-oh.
used to it, don't worry. All right,
Mm.
so we have been talking, we have been sharing about using our mistakes as stepping stones. So now it's your time just to share any mistake or any failure, any mishap, anything you want to share and just encourage those who are on YouTube land.
Good night, everyone. Let me greet you all.
Adrian,
All
not
right.
we have Adrian.
So, to be honest, I have never really thought about it like how Sister Boyd put it, using my mistakes as a stepping
Mm-hmm.
stone. I guess I do it unconsciously, but I've never really thought about it in that sense. But boy, I make enough mistakes still. A whole lot. But how do I use them as stepping stone? It is really hard to put in words, right? But what I know, what I do, and while Deaconess Turner was talking, I was hearing some of what she said. I didn't catch it from the first part, but I
Mm-hmm.
am thinking now that I this discussion, I am glad that Sister Boyd invite me to it because I'm saying to myself, but boy, Ezrian, you never really use a mistake them as a stepping stone for yourself. You must use them for your daughter, Alicia. Because one of my greatest fear was that I didn't want Alicia to make the mistakes that I made. So I try to impart in her life, or I try to instill in her not to make these mistakes that I make, to use my mistakes as a stepping stone. That is what
For
I did.
herself. Okay.
Right. I didn't really so focus on myself. I was more focused on Alicia because getting pregnant out of school at the age of 16 years old, having a child at the age of 17, I did not want that for Alicia. And one of the things that I always look into is the fact that I am not boasting, I am not bragging, but I know that when I was going to school, I was a very bright girl. And then for me to see my peers later on in life who were not doing as well in school as I was in jobs, big jobs. I mean, I say, but boy, but Adrian, you never so dung. So what happened with you? What went wrong? So because of that, I didn't want Alicia to make the same mistake. So every little chance I get, I would tell her about my mistakes. I would tell her what happened. I would tell her what happened. And when Alicia graduated from Dembe High School, believe me, Alicia wear that gun not just for herself, but for me as well. Because I literally cried. I literally shed tears, right? When I was so overwhelmed because one of my greatest fears, when Alicia reached Ford Farm, oh God, the filtration start. I got pregnant in Ford Farm.
Mm-hmm.
Ford Farm, I say, all right. When you have butter, you say, boy, every time one ball bowl, you say, lad. So I say, all right, first Ford Farm over now, a fifth farm no. I say, boy, it turn up here now, me a pray hard to, I don't want Alicia to get pregnant. Because to me, it was like a generational curse in my family. Because my mother get pregnant
Yes.
teenager, my grandmother get pregnant teenager, my aunts get pregnant, everybody that was just around me. It's just when I reach certain age is pregnant and baby and all of that. So but for me, Alicia just kind of changed that. You understand? So I guess
Yes.
I need to focus more on myself now. I think not that I shouldn't be helping my children, but when Sister Boyd mentioned this, I said, but yes, when I know never did I focus too much on yourself. You were not doing all of what I'm doing, it was not for me. So maybe it's time
Yes.
I need to focus on myself now. It was for Alicia. Not so much Pinky neither, but for Alicia. That was my first child. So everything that I did was for her to show her. And even when I started university, me I say, but I wanted Alicia to go to university, but me no go to university. And I do,
Yeah.
sometimes when children reach the rebellious stage in their lives, they will tell you that you want me to come do what you never do. Why you never did go to university? Why children are like
Yes,
that
yes,
sometimes. You understand?
yes.
Why you never, but you never did this. You are talk about college, you never did go to college. So what wrong if me not go to college either? And all of those stuff. So I say, all right, I wanted to lead by example. The mistake that I made getting I don't really like to say it's a mistake because I don't want Alicia to feel like she's a mistake,
She's a
right? But
mistake.
right, so
But we
but that,
understand. We understand,
yes, that I
yes.
may getting pregnant so young and not going to college. I say, all right, use my mistake as a stepping stone. Let me go back to school. Let me not have a subject me never have. I say, let me go back to school. Let me get the subjects. And I went and I got the subjects and then I went to university. Finish and get that bachelor's degree. But I said I wanted Alicia to do this too, right? But it was not easy. What I try to encourage the young girls and tell them that try to get all of that without the complications, without the issues. Cause trust me, being a wife,
Yes.
being a mother, working, traveling all the
And
way from because I was a security guard at the time when I started university. And I would work in the days and then travel from Maypen to all the way to Port Royal in the evenings. I was supposed to reach class 5:30. Travel to Port Royal to 5:30 for two classes. Sometime when I get back home is midnight and it was not
mhm,
easy. And then when I come home, Pinky was much younger then. I think Pinky was still in basic school when I started college. So, having a young child, having a husband, and I still have to help out Alicia with her um courses that she was doing at school. So I encourage young girls not to take up that complication and themselves having a baby and to mix it with what they are supposed to achieve because it will be much harder. When it is that they don't have all of that complication, they can easily well go to university and board. They don't have a child
yes.
to think about nor anything like that. They can just live carefree and just focus on themselves. You understand?
Their
And
studies.
right. So I always tell them not to put themselves through that, right? It's easier to get it done without the complications. So whilst you might think, oh boy, you reach certain age now and we can do anything about the feelings, like we can prevent the feelings from coming, but they do come, but you have to control it and try to focus on what is more important, right? The young girls, the born come see men, them are gonna dead left men here. Young, right? Young boys, the born come see woman, them are gonna dead left woman here. So it's not like it a
Same here.
runway. Yes, so just wait on time. And what I always tell the young girls, because I mostly talk to the young girls more than I talk to the boys. I always tell the young girls because I was sharing with Alice an example the other day. All right, so I am here. I was up, my husband, mother passed off, and I would stop by at some evening time. And my cousin, I don't many persons might have familiar with him, Ratty. They call him Ratty, right? So um, I stop and I never see him in a long time because he live beside church, but I haven't seen him in a long while. And he did I say what because or whatever. And
Mhm.
then this guy from around the road named Wayne, and I had an address, right? And the gist was a bit revealing. Yes, the gist was revealing, and the gist was revealing because I had an issue on the
Hi,
road.
welcome, welcome. Sorry, Deaconess. Welcome. Oh, Dida. I don't know if I got your name correct, but welcome. I am happy to have you on this side of the world. Go ahead, continue. Continue, Deaconess. Sorry.
Okay, so the gist was kind of revealing, right? Because my clothes get messed up on the road and I had to borrow somebody clothes to come home. But I had to put on what the person had at the time. I better than to come home naked or anything. So come down and me stop at the gate and the guy see me. I say, no, no. And he called me by my name and he said, Hold on a minute. Alright, so I am sorry about that.
Oh,
Alright, so
no
like I
problem.
was saying, you know, the guy saying to me, say, no man, me disappointed in you and he start to carry on. Me I go tell your pastor, pan day me know you. Me never seen them a type of clothes yet. Where you going them a clothes here? And you know what amazes me, me tell you what stand out to me. After him
Mm-hmm.
saying disappointed. He never know the circumstances that why I have and they just or anything. He never find out till the day after because I didn't bother to say anything to him. But let me tell you what stood out to me. The same girls, because he was there with some girls and I see him with the girls every day. And the same girls when I wrap up with and I laugh up and I chat up with and I giggle up with them. When he see me, he said to me, say, me no want to see a power. No come back and second talk to them girl. Please me, I beg you. Me no want you look so careless like them. You know, sister, them careless. I mean, I said, Jesus Christ. So and I was him, Alicia was there, you know, and I was saying it to Alicia. I say, Alicia, you see that? You might have feel say you look one way and you're nice, dress up whatever. But you, and because you probably want to try to fit in, you see other girls and them look at things and then look at clothes and then look at sexiness and them I get all of the like.
Mm-hmm.
Man no respect them.
Yes.
Man no respect them. And I am glad that Alicia was there because that was a prime example. Because he didn't know the reason why I had on the clothes was a kind of low cut. And he said, look here, what do you see a pastor go work? And I said, wow, me love how Sister Biggs look these things. I know me see you like this. And I mean like he was so upset so he didn't go at my mother's shop. He took it personal. And I
Yeah.
didn't even know this young man look up to me like that. He took it personal and then go to my mother and say, look for your daughter. Me never see she dressed up before. Find out what go on with her. Find out what go on with her. Me need to know what go on with her. Me not like that. Your husband never see when you left yard. Them type of way and him carry on and the other day him see me and him I say, Sister Biggs, I saw you feel look. Because you see me in my clothes now the following day. He say,
Yeah.
yes, Sister Biggs, I saw you feel look. And then me that tell him what go on. And he say, me never know man, me sorry and whatever. Me say, I saw you go man. And me say, me never know your things so early of me, but you know, that happened for me to know. So I just tell the young girls, and I try fit in at the crowd and all of that. Just try to be yourself. Because at the end of the day, I hear sister
Mm-hmm.
Tony always talk that the guys the guys are gonna look for a Holy Ghost girl. Remember matter about I don't know if sister Ancelena did it when they matter about the Holy Ghost girl. So the guy having girlfriend and when he ready for marry, he say he want a Holy Ghost girl
Well,
for marry.
yes, man. Yes, I hear that. Yes,
Yes.
if you
Want
want
a
a
Holy
Holy
Ghost
Ghost
girl.
girl.
But I also would like to encourage the young girls that would have made the mistake already. Because as Sister
Yes.
Angelina mentioned, is moving forward. Use a mistake as stepping stone.
Stepping stone.
It will be much harder, yes, but it is still doable, right? It is still doable. I have done it. It was not easy. It was more harder, but it can still be done. Don't make because you make a mistake. You just fall by the wayside. You can still sometimes even if you don't have the support, just pray. It can still happen. I have so many things that I've gone through that it will take forever and a day to share, right? And some of these experiences I have gone to our sister Turner, Deaconess Turner already shared some of those stuff that I would have gone through. Even as a child, it was not easy as a child growing up. Um, I try to tell persons that, but the mistakes that I made then, I try. Well, one of the other thing to Sister Boyd and others that
Yeah.
are listening, one of the other things that I would have realized is that some of the issues or some of the problems that I thought I had with my parents. Because remember now, we never get no money while out to do things. Me try not make the
Mm.
same mistake with my children them.
Right.
Yes, me try not make the same mistake with my children them. Like for instance, my mother was my mother give us too much liberty I think my mother gave us too much liberty. That was one of the other thing too. She
Freedom.
too much freedom. We could have do anything. We could have go anywhere. You understand? My mother gone to bed from night. Me not make that the mistake there. Use it as a stepping stone. I don't make that mistake. Right now, I am still up by my husband's house, where the mother passed away. And in the
Okay.
night, when I saw it was getting dark, Pinky was running up and down, with her cousins and peers. And when I saw it was getting dark, I said, Pinky, come inside now. And I said, don't move from here. It's time for you to sit in my eyesight. And they were like, oh, so why you so strict on her and why you so rigid on her? Me know, say my mother did left me up too much. You understand? So me call
You're
her
not
in
going
and
to
say,
repeat that.
pardon?
So you're not going to repeat that.
I am not going to repeat that because I know that my mother was too liberal with me. So, and everybody can see that even though Pinky is just 10 years old, she shape out and everything already. So I have
Mature.
to, yeah, she mature very fast. So I have to watch her and guard her because she's still at a age where she don't even know her own danger sometimes. You understand? Where certain things is concerned, like person might look at her in a certain way, and we have so much pedophiles right in this society now and so forth. So I try
Mm.
not to make certain mistakes. I try to do my best. It's not easy. Me still a learn and sister boy they give me something to go think about, Really, really think about.
Awesome.
Yes, man, you give me something to go think about. Because it's like me, I say, boy, I mean, I really have nothing to say. Me use my mistake as a stepping stone. It wasn't centered on me.
But even so, even though personally no, but even so, you use your past experience, your childhood experience, and you use it as a stepping stone in guarding and training and growing your kids. So that is also a stepping stone because you don't want to make the same mistake that mommy made or you made
Right.
in life. So you're using that to guard you or to guide you as you nurture your children.
Right, that's how I use it, because I even remember when I used to like go to my neighbor's house and male there try to touch me and all of that. My daughter did if my daughter peers, Alicia, when she was going to school, if they were
Mhm.
planning to have a sleepover, which they did, Alicia did not even bother to even mention it to me for me to say no. Is when
Yes.
sleepover happen and done. Miss Alicia sleepover they go on. She say yes, but me never ask you because me know say me a waste my time.
Oh Lord.
She said me I waste my time. Apart from her grandmother, she was staying with her grandmother, right? Because my grandmother loved Alicia dearly because of the first grandchild that born in her hand, right?
Yes.
Alicia is the first daughter born in her hand, Raheem are the first grandson born in her hand. So them they pitney they she guard them with her life. When time I go first time when Alicia was much younger and I would go to buy my husband and bring Alicia, she come for Alicia all the night. So it was like a my child affair. But what
Mm.
happened now? This a mistake now. My mother mispass or whatever I learned from. What happened now is that my mother go to bed early at night, right? And
Mm.
then no, when she go to bed early at night, Alicia dey on the phone. Alicia
Oh.
on the phone. Alicia is on the phone in the night. I remember one night I come in from university, 12 o'clock in the night, them late hours. Alicia in a grade 8 or grade 9, thereabout. I remember, but me come in and me say, me ask my mother why Alicia on the phone this hour. She say, she not really do nothing. I'm a pitney and me say, but she figured they are bed. And she say, and my mother say, she not do nothing, man. Me say, nah do nothing. Alicia not talking, So you
Mm-hmm.
don't know what she had do. And when I take the phone, Alicia was on a side that she was not supposed to be on.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that now, me take her back, keep her under my wings. So right, so certain things me just not allow. Me not allow certain things. Even though my mother love her and want her
Yes.
around her and everything, me have to know in myself say, me can't make the same thing will happen. And yes, sometimes you have to make some decisions that will cause offense then or cause hurt to other
Mm-hmm.
people. But
Some
Yes. Yes.
harsh
sometimes
Yes.
decisions.
Yes,
Yes,
but it's
yes, yes.
decision that must be made. I remember I made a decision where Alicia was concerned once, and my mother tell me say if she dead in her sleep, I make kill her.
Mm-mm.
Yes, but guess what? I made the decision anyhow because it was not about my mother. It was
Interest of
about
your
what
child.
was best for my
So
child.
true.
You understand?
Child.
Because I remember when she was going to year school, she called school and gone.
Alicia.
You best believe. Alicia never come good, so Alicia take all the her. She called school and gone. And trust me, when she did that, that was the first and the last time she ever do it. Cause guess what? Me not even bother send her back a year school. And that was the time when my mother begs. Cause you know, say year school and my relative them
Yeah.
run year school them time. When my auntie husband a principal, my auntie a vice principal, me have how much cousin a auntie teach over year school. Right now, right now even to this day, my mother's sister, the vice principal over year school, and she could have become the principal, but she said she don't want the stress.
Yeah.
So me just tell her oh that the school run. And I move Alice and put her right over me pen primary where me can take stone and show how much part me work over there.
Mm-hmm.
Every little thing me cut on me from mothers and me gone up there. And school over 2:30. And me just check on her every time teacher number me go to school, me back and forth for school. They must say one that say, oh, this a security can left it post so. I shoot me I tell you. And me move her and me put her over there. And my mother was upset. And Alicia go a Mapen Primary and she did her best and she come out and she go a Demby. Well,
Yes.
over here school, she follow a friend, she go along with bag of things, she not nothing in a class, she not read. And I did what was best for her. So sometimes you're gonna make some decision that cause hurt, but you have to make it. Sometimes you have to go cut off some people.
Mm-hmm.
As you're not go able to move forward, you're gonna just stay up on the same level. Because it's not every level persons that you have in your life will go with you.
Yes.
And
That's true.
you have to decipher those type of things that on every level certain type of people are gonna go with you. You have to know when to Kenny Rogers do song so you have to know when to walk away and know when to run.
Yes.
Uh,
Same
Same
one.
one.
Same
yeah,
one.
you have to know that. But me want give somebody else a chance to speak. But
Well, basically, it's closing. We're closing down right now.
Ancelina give me something to go think about long and hard. Oh, me use my mistake as a stepping stone. Me need to use I think me need to use them for myself now, Ancelina. Yes, me think me need to go focus for Ezra now. Me never did a focus for me none at all. Me just think about my kids them and a better life for them and all of that.
I
And me
guess
just
Because
most
want
of us are doing,
never,
most of us
never,
parents, especially the mothers, do that.
Yes, because it's important. You have
Hmm.
experienced some things in your childhood, and you don't want your children to experience it.
My God, man.
You don't want them to come and struggle in life the way you did. That is
not
just
And
true.
and 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 sometimes you try your very best, your very hard, and them still come make some simple
yeah,
foolish
but at the
mistake.
end of the
True.
day,
but,
but at
but
the
So
they
end
have
true.
of
to,
the
they,
day,
no, they have to make their own mistakes.
right? They have to
So
make
Yeah,
their
but
they
own.
that's
can
what I
have
am
their
saying.
they are so
Yes,
they
and
can have their own experience. It's a
Right.
yes,
cycle,
I
it's a
know.
cycle, it's a cycle.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying, especially when the same mistake that you made or
You
happened to
tried
you
so
is
hard,
the
eh?
exact, and you work so hard, you
Yes,
know,
yes,
for
yes,
For
yes.
the
for them
moment,
not to fall in the same
At the end of the day,
situation.
it is important to know that
here.
you have done your best.
Your
That
Me
best.
know say any
Hmm.
oh Alicia they get pregnant early. Me couldn't swallow that they pill. Me couldn't live out that day one day. Me I tell you, the truth, me couldn't live out there one day.
You
but
Me
that's
under
couldn't.
you underestimate the goal.
Yeah. I not underestimate. Me just want that fi happen to her. None at
No,
all.
because
hello.
you experience it, so
It's not every one of them walking in your footstep.
that's true.
Some
Yeah,
people
that's true.
they may look away and you feel say it a go happen. But when you are look, them a look far from
And
out
prove
this.
you're wrong. Yes.
Yes, that is
Yeah,
so
and
true.
I know every one of them stay them kind of way there. And what me no like, don't keep badger to me, that's just me. Don't keep badger and the child. No, no, listen.
Yeah, sometimes we pressure them, you know.
It's
Sometimes
like yeah, pressure them to do it because every
we
day you
pressure
get
them.
up
Yeah,
to
man, we
keep
overdo
telling
it
them. I hope
sometimes.
you don't keep no boyfriend, you know. I hope you don't keep no boyfriend, you know. And
No,
then
we
come
wouldn't say boyfriend, we didn't say man.
and then come in at night. I hope you not chatting no boy. I mean, you say you talk to Miss Mirror, boy. All when you know here you just see my talk to you, boy. You say yeah.
And you know,
Sometimes,
Sister Myrtle, when we do that, you know, we're creating an environment, you know,
smart.
where our children they will be afraid to talk to us, and when they
To
start,
us.
this is not different topic to be discussed.
True.
They start
So
hiding
true.
and doing things, and
Yeah.
that's some of the girls will get pregnant.
You don't want them to make the same mistake,
But
but
sometimes we force them
the,
into it.
how you deal with them is like you force them into
Yeah,
it.
Yes.
you
Oh,
force
you
them.
more
Turning
understand
the,
that. Oh, you
turning
force
them
them
away
into it.
from you.
Because you keep telling them, you not even ask them. You say, I
Give
hope
them
you
ideas.
know. I
Pressure,
hope you
pressure,
know.
pressure,
Their
pressure.
You
mind.
You're
pressure
putting them
them
in a situation where they are thinking, should I go to mommy or should
and
I
then
go
just
there?
and then just get fed up.
Yeah.
Well, me
Yes.
never do that with
So they
Alicia. Say,
lose
I
their
hope you know.
confidence in you
Me
or
never say,
the
me never say
freedom.
hope you know. Me just tell her my experience and tell her, I say, me know what when me go through, she fi go through. Alicia, they comfortable around me. Alicia care much boy. Alicia walk with all heap of boy and the money boy, them come and mothers and everything. Alicia walk with boy, Alicia walk with girl. Alicia say like
No,
this a boy this
I,
a month and then the
I
next
don't
month
I don't I
he
don't
like
say
one
that
other
you
boy.
I
And me
don't
say,
say
Alicia,
that
oh
you
you
are doing it, you know. I didn't say
no,
you are
no,
doing
I
it.
did not say I said I'm just sharing my experience with you.
Some
Yeah.
of us are
And
I know you're
scared.
not referring to me. I'm sharing my experience with you.
All
don't
right.
Alice a
Alicia,
secret, please. Don't
Sure.
bust my brethren. I'm a brethren secret, you know. I was in secret.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alicia did cool like that. But I say, Alicia, you like this a boy,
Alicia,
don't you like this a boy the next month? Alicia said, Mommy, a
Alicia,
crush
a
on gonna
bright
last for
girl.
2 weeks.
It's a crush last for 2 weeks. All right.
Yeah, we have
Alicia, a
a
Okay,
yeah,
bright girl.
so we
yeah, a
want
crush
to
last
we
for two
want to
weeks.
close off. We want to close off. We're heading into 2 hours. So we want to close off. So I'm going to ask my panels if they have any closing remarks, anything that you would like to say to those who will watch after and for those who are listening. Any word of encouragement, anything else that you would like to share before we close off. I'm
Deaconess
going to
Turner.
start with I was going to say
Hello,
age
I know church something this way you come my direct, you know, missus.
age
So
before beauty. So I'm
so
starting off with
my
Sister
final
Mary.
thoughts are my final saying to
Sister Mary,
anyone out
she not
there.
here. All right,
It doesn't
continue.
matter how old you are, you can accomplish what you want. And it doesn't matter how young you are, you can, any age you are, you can make mistakes. You
Yes,
can. So when you make the mistake, it's just for us to learn from the mistakes. And as I said before, when you make a mistake, and the second time you make a mistake, the third one is not a mistake, that's an habit.
yes.
So it's for us to identify our mistakes and learn from them. And if it is habits, then we need to get rid of those bad habits.
All right. Thank you, Deaconess Turner. Yes, Sister Mariel.
Me kind of talk out, you know.
Please say talk about it.
Okay.
All right.
You know,
No
Sister
about
Ezra,
church out. We never know about talk out.
Ezra come mess up my meds, you know. Me kind of talk out.
Hush, hush, hush. All right. Relax, relax a little bit and get back your composure. I'm gonna go to Mr. Boyd and then come back to you. All right. Yes, Mr. Boyd, go ahead. It
Sorry,
seems
I
you.
was sorry. I was enjoying.
a nice piece of lobster here.
You're
Oh,
good.
Um,
hallelujah.
yes, but as I said earlier, mistakes are a part of the human experience.
Mm-hmm.
Without making a mistake, you'll you won't have the victory of knowing how you learn from that mistake.
Okay.
That is my
And we must remember too that
No, 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 no,
none of
no,
us, we
no,
are
no,
not
no,
perfect.
no, no, no. I strongly
All right,
object to that.
hold it, Nicholas. Go ahead,
No,
Sister
I
Mary.
strongly object to what you was gonna say. I do
Yes,
me not hear.
age before beauty. Come on now, come on. All right, Sister Mary, go ahead.
Strongly object to her.
Why?
We are
Why Sister Mariel no easy at all?
from we were born until now, whatever
yes,
age we are gonna make mistake.
yes.
Yes,
It may not be this same one over and over. Me no know. Maybe me make six I same one. I can't tell. Now keep check. But learn from your mistake. Live as an example. Be Let yourself be in a position so that you can impart positive things to young people or even your same age. Because some of us old and we was on the young people them. Positive. The person may say, I would like to go to school, or I would like to move from point A to point B. Lord, if you're not even in a position for help, you must can talk, sell one
Encourage.
position,
Yes.
yes,
sell the person something. Because maybe what you sell that person, I go save the person life. Because the person can go on and say, boy, you know, so me meet up with one lady yesterday and boy, how me did feel when the person don't talk to me. Man, me feel
yes,
better.
yes.
Maybe you can't help the person monetary, but you can sell the person something positive. S-
Lend a hand, give a
Be
ear,
be positive, man. Quick to listen.
a word.
Quick to listen. Because sometimes we are moving a little bit too fast. Quick
Yes,
to listen and help somebody. Help. Just help somebody. Because you see this world, you may pass it, somebody like no and say you're not helping me now. And you go up and me a pen, you know. And at the same somebody in a one better position than where you left him down a years and you want a little help, you know.
right. Yes.
Oh. So just lend a helping and somewhere. Don't be ashamed of your mistake that you make. A mistake it name.
All right.
You can't repair your mistake.
Yeah,
Learn
That's
to
miss.
learn from it.
Yes.
that's scary.
So
That's
true.
scary.
Yeah.
Ezrian, do you have anything else to add in closing?
Fear meds mash up too.
All right, so I am just gonna leave a little quote from what my opening statement, and it says again, a mistake is not a mistake, but rather it is a stepping stone to success. So
Mm.
we use our mistakes, our
That's
failures, our mishaps as a stepping stone or a stepping stone in order to help us to succeed. So if you fail at something, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Try
Reevaluate,
again.
reassess,
Mm-hmm.
look what happened, and then you move
Mm-hmm.
on. Put in place your
Mm-hmm.
action plan. What did I do wrong? What can I do better? And you move on from there. Don't stay and think about your mistake, judge yourself. Just assess and move on. Use them as a stepping stone for success. So I just want to say thank you all for joining. I appreciate you being here and sharing. I have learned a lot from you, and I am also encouraged. I hope those there in YouTube land are also encouraged to continue, not just to stay, at the place that they're at right now, but press whatever it is that you wanted to accomplish in life. It's never too late. When it's too late, it's when you are dead.
Sister Boyd,
Never, never
Yes,
too late.
I want to congratulate the future mathematician.
mathematician.
Yeah.
Yes. Me say, me would mind if when me wake up tomorrow morning, me she
Never
should
too late.
Hello.
me say,
When you want, Sister Myril, when you want good, you look fit, not true.
Yeah, them saying what
You
have to run.
look, yeah, man, you gotta look for it. So,
You're gonna go
sis,
for it. Go
we
after it.
encourage you. It's not you. It's not. I don't know if it is fate. Why I got privy to the information that I shared.
Mm-hmm.
About what Michael does. It's not really Michael, it's the government, really. And they're streamlining it through Michael because they need teachers they need math teachers. And
Yeah,
they were even saying they wanted more men than women because they wanted men also in the school system. But,
yes.
um, yeah, man, go for it, man. Go for it.
Never too
Go
late.
for it.
me
Even if
Go
support,
one
for
me
it.
person
support,
there's
me
hope.
support at
Yeah.
110%.
Go for it.
Take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith.
Go for it.
You're
Um,
not old, you're very young.
Thank you.
when I was in college, I had a 70-year-old classmate.
I
You believe me?
experienced that when I was going to UC.
70-year-old classmate. He had his diploma for years, and he just basically came back to do his degree, you
Yeah,
know. And he was one of the best in the class. Even helped to teach us some stuff, you know. So, um it's never too late. Never too late. I I think heart NTA, once you're not 100, they accept you. And that was a joke run by one of a presenter I heard from Art NTA.
It's very
Once you're
hard.
not once
Big
you're
and
not 100, they
it's
accept.
it, it's very hard for a person that when you reach 60 or 65, they
Hmm.
take you out of the employment force and then you pick up myself to go when me are 70
but
figure
they,
go.
Yeah,
they
man,
don't understand. So
there's
what before
so many.
maybe some
There's
persons who are operating their own organization,
Yeah,
they won't
man.
do that.
I am operating my pudding business. It no one no certification.
Yeah. Hey, hey, Sister Myrtle,
Yes, Lord.
Yes.
Sister Myrtle,
Yes.
the Ebony Park Heart Training Institute helps with teach. They have a course down there that they do chef course. So you know what? You could get a certification and you just open your own pudding store and you do all type of pudding, corn meal, pudding, rice
So
pudding, you
so
know.
we
Cassava pudding.
so
Yeah,
let me
man.
ask you something. Let me ask you something now. Let me ask you one question before me leave. If me no
Yes, man.
got me can't do cassava pudding.
Of course, but me just say a certification you have, you have
Okay.
your
But you're
paper.
certified.
And a
They can
certificate
talk
and
to
a
you.
hello and a certificate that me people them are go eat.
Mm-mm. But when the paper they on the wall, it look good too.
Yeah.
Better you tell me no you just said the right thing. No you just said the right
Exactly
thing.
that.
All right, brother Boyd, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, man.
Mhm.
I
All
don't
right.
know
All
when
right.
I talk to you yet.
Have a blessed night, everybody. Take
All
Good
right,
care.
night, good
moderator,
night,
take
Have a
good
over.
night.
blessed night, everyone.
You
Bye.
Walk
too.
good. God
Yes.
bless you.
Walk
Stay
good, man.
safe.
Bless
Thank you.
everybody.
Aye.
Our moderator, you look nice.
Thank you.
You know, say if she ain't married already, would I introduce her to somebody?
I'm gonna fight
Yes.
them.
No,
You-
listen what I said.
if
Okay.
If
You the
if
inch.
you
so you
see,
need to
you
catch
must
by
listen. You must
All
listen.
right. I didn't listen.
Okay, all right.
The spirit of jealousy took me over.
Oh
I
no, no.
rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
I rebuke it in the name of
Yes,
Jesus.
yes,
She is
yes,
happily married.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good night. Bye bye.
Good
Good
night.
night,
Good night.
everyone.
My
God
troublemaker,
bless
you know.
you. God bless you. Take care.
You too.